Hello, City fans, it is Conor here for the Manchester City side of the Manchester Evening News, back on our YouTube channel with the weekly preview. It's a lovely day, a beautiful day. It seems to be a bit of a common theme. Anytime we're here and we're doing things a little bit differently this week. We're going to have a little bit of a wander around this place and we're going to talk everything City Villa in a very, very controversial week for the Blues. Well, everybody, you've probably been around this beautiful stadium multiple times. Full of great memories. We need to start bringing them back again, don't we? Feels like Manchester City at the minute are on a little bit of a downturn. Second in the league, can you really complain? If that's a downturn, then what's happening to Liverpool? It feels like at the minute, any team can come to City or can play City and give us a little bit of a game. I don't know what it is. It seems to be something in the water. Problems off the pitch, as we know. We don't need to delve into that, but problems on the pitch as well. Who's going to be selected? Is Kev going to be on the bench again? It feels like Pep is changed his team a little bit at the minute. And is that a problem? Is that affecting the boys? We've also had the Cancelo drama, all of which none of us predicted. Is Erling Haaland the right man for Man City at the minute? We've even heard this week from a certain Jamie Carragher. Should he have gone to a different club? I think that's nonsense, to be honest. I think 25 goals proves that. But there are problems at City, and I think we're all aware of that. And Aston Villa side are going to come here with a little bit of confidence. Unai Emery seems to have turned them around a little bit more defensively resolute. A team that's going to come to City and sit, and we've seen that multiple times before, haven't we? Teams who come and sit and dig in, and sometimes we struggle a little bit. It's going to be a fascinating watch. But tactically, I guess we can't judge Pep Guardiola. He's done it for so long now, and he's been proven so successful in what he does for City. But I guess there are issues. We saw against Tottenham Hotspur once again. Problems. Rico Lewis looking a little bit more like an 18-year-old. Supply for Erling Haaland, absolutely anonymous at points. Bernardo Silva, maybe Jack Grealish not feeding Haaland when he needs it, and a visible frustration from the big Norwegian. City have moved from the false nine that we've seen for so many years into a purebred striker-led role in Erling Haaland. And is that taking a while to adapt? He's done so well to grab those 25 league goals so far this season. But it does feel at the minute that City are still trying to work out. They're still trying to work out how to play to his strengths. And that's something that they're going to have to just 100% improve on. Because at the minute, those runs that Erling Haaland is making, they're fantastic. They're on point. They're still world class. The City are really struggling to, sometimes I feel, let go of the handbrake and really release the big Norwegian. And that space in behind is always there, and you feel tactically that's definitely where Pep could get some joy. There is a real feel of calmness here, however, at Manchester City. I guess that's a massive positive, because you know Pep on the field also isn't going to be panicking whatsoever. So it's going to be fascinating to see what happens here, but calm heads are needed. Arsenal losing at the weekend, giving City a little bit more of a chance to bite back. Those two games at the Etihad and at the Emirates are looking absolutely tantalising, and so important for City to get all 6 points, but you feel that's the way it's going to swing this season. If Arsenal get anything out of those two games, you feel that maybe, just maybe, it might be out of City's grasp, but there needs to be a turn, doesn't there, everyone? You're feeling at the minute that teams like Aston Villa are going to be able to come to the Etihad here and cause us a few problems. However, if City are still Manchester City, that frighteningly good side, surely they can pull something out of the hat, and surely Pep will be able to get more out of this side. Or it's not Pep, is it? Maybe it's not Pep, maybe it's the players. And this is the problem at the minute. Who knows where the issues are? Is it psychological? Potentially. But it does point a little bit more to personnel. Now, as we mentioned earlier on in the programme, this Aston Villa side have really turned it around. Unai Emery's come in and really addressed some of the problems that Steven Gerrard left. The playing out from the back has stopped. Unai Emery's a little bit more direct, and they are defensively solid. And as I've mentioned several times, City, maybe you've struggled against teams like this before. Maybe there is an introduction for Ruben Diaz at some point. Maybe Kevin De Bruyne starts. Who knows what's going on with Phil Foden? But I think we all know something at City needs to change, but it can change. There are options there. There are availabilities there that can change the fortunes for this Manchester City team. Now it's all up to Pep Guardiola, and it's all up to those players to be able to prove it here on Sunday. You can't help but walk around this place and think of a lot of the memories when it comes to Manchester City, and think of all the good times that we've had, and especially Aston Villa here at the end of last season. What an incredible day. Anxiety-ridden day that was, but it feels like City need that moment right now. It feels like the fortunes need to change. And bear in mind, everybody, Arsenal are still catchable. It doesn't feel like it now. I know a lot of fans are turning around and saying, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen this time because it looks different. City aren't City. But we know Pep and his gang have proved us wrong multiple times. And you City fans out there who have maybe doubted him before, he's always managed to change your opinion against the odds. So, Aston Villa at home this weekend could be a massive opportunity for Pep Guardiola and his boys to lay down that gauntlet and really start the charge when it comes to Arsenal, because they're not going to be picture perfect. They've been pretty picture perfect so far, but there are opportunities there. 17 to 18 games left in the Premier League. It's not easy. It's not easy at all, and it's not going to be easy for City. But this is where Manchester City have had experience before, the business end of the season. Arsenal haven't had that yet, and I think that could be absolutely pivotal. So let's keep a little bit optimistic for this one, City fans. I'm going to go for a City win. I think it's going to be narrow, but I expect it, to be honest. I expect a bit of a reaction from that Spurs game, which was just simply City played okay, but was it a City standard? Absolutely not. A home game with all the City fans behind them, you would expect a massive reaction. I'm going to go for a 3-1 City win. Let us know in the YouTube comments below what you guys think. Make sure you are subscribed, make sure you're liking, and as I've said, make sure you're commenting.